Hi guys, Erty here. Welcome back to the 5th episode on the SMB server. As you can see, a few things have changed. Specifically, I have now got myself some diamond armor. After doing that episode with Kimmy and seeing her in a diamond armor and me getting very worried about being mullered by some nasty creatures, I decided to get myself some diamonds. So I fortuned at some of my diamonds and here we are. So, what else has happened? I've added this little lever here, heaven and hell, and this connects to something on the surface. I'll show you that in a sec. I've also finished this room in here, albeit I need to remove the bed and the chest and crafting table and that sort of thing. But this is ready to go. So ceiling is in place and we'll get the portal lit in here in a minute. That's what we're going to do in this episode. We're going to build the tunnel to the portal in the nether and set that up. So we need to building a portal at, well, it's minus 1554 and minus 6318. I guess 1554, what's that? 194 and a bit. So I guess if we do that 190, was it 194 and a quarter, isn't it? Yeah. So we would do that at 194, round it down. 6318 is 789. Yeah, 89 and 3/4. So I get my calculator out there. Yeah, 789.75. So we need to round that up. So let's go for 790 on the negative on the Z. So yeah, so because it's, you know, if you come in this side, it's going to be even higher. So that'll work. So we'll do that one. And yeah, so the problem is with getting out of here. At the moment, there is one way out, which is a secret jeb door here, which just gives us access to some of the workings. So this is where the minecarts get restocked. And you saw some of this in episode 3, but just quickly recap. Obviously, the guys come up here and they hit this detector rail. That activates a dispenser that's down here that you can't see. It's just under here. And it drops... Oh, actually, if I come in here, you'll get to see it, won't you? So it activates this dispenser here. And this dispenser drops a cart on the track. Cart comes down, picks up a villager and goes off. Now, the only problem that I had is if I ejected more than one villager at once, potentially this would drop 2 carts in fairly quick succession, which means that whilst one cart was going up that way to pick a villager up, another cart would be dispensed and then would knock it and that cart would be empty and would come back up empty, and the other cart with the villager would stay down there. So what we've built is this sort of recorder and playback device, a bit like the recorder and playback device that I made on my recent redstone video. This one was much simpler. So as a cart comes along the top detector, it dispenses or drops an item down into this dropper at the bottom, and this dropper then fires off a cart, comes back, but this stays active. And then if it comes through again, a second item will drop down, and if a third guy went past, a third item will drop down. And then when the cart comes back past this way, it pushes an item back up, and at the same time, it knocks out this comparator. That's the word. And then yeah, so then this will be off and back on again. If there's anything left in there, it will come back on, dispense another minecart, and that will go and pick a second person up. So second villager up. So there we go. So that's all working well. And so we've got this heaven and hell switch that I showed you. That comes up to here. And I'm going to cut now because it's a bit of a way up to the top. And I'll see you at the top. Okay, so we're at the top. And so the rail will come up here. Currently the system's set on heaven. So the carts will come along here. Hit the cactus. Cart will be collected. There's a dispenser, or sorry, dropper underneath this sand that will drop the cart down into a water stream. The water stream will send the cart down into that hopper and chest that you saw earlier, and the villagers will be dropped into this water and they'll get pushed to this corner, and then at some point DC will be able to build something to collect the guys out of here and put them into the relevant pods that he's going to have at the top. If the thing is set on hell, they come straight along here, hit this, and they get dispensed, or they get dropped into the lava that's just there. It's not possible to jump into that lava, thankfully. So it's only when the villager goes in. So this is why I don't like to come up here on a cart, because I have once made the fatal mistake of coming up here on a cart when it was set to hell. And there's not really any way of getting out, which meant death. Luckily, I had a bucket on me and I was able to collect the lava and break my way out quickly. But yeah. So in this episode, we are going to build the portal on the nether side of this thing. So I will come back when I'm in the nether. See you in a sec. Okay, so we're in the nether, and I worked out briefly before that the area that we need to be in is around here. So if we get the F3 up, you'll notice that I'm currently stood on minus 790, which is the middle of the portal that we want, and it needs to be at 194. So let's get out a iron pick. I want to use a good quality pick for this. Pick up these bits. So we're going to need to be in this general direction, 194. So let's get digging. Okay, so it's not actually far from the balloon place, and the balloon one is at 333. So we'll put the middle of our portal just there. So now I need to dig out the space around. Let's get this dug out. So I've already activated the portal on the other side. I've already lit it, so we've got some it should just link up with that one, which is good. And moment of truth. Actually, what I'll do before I do this, because this can be a pain in the bum if you don't do it now, is just to dig a bit of extra space out, because as you may have seen on many occasions, I get massively suffocated in blocks in this place because of how the lag is sometimes. So let's light it, shall we? Let's see. Right. Fingers crossed. Yes! Through we are. And if I come back through here, stand in here, and yes, in the tunnel. Perfect. So the alignment is great. Works really well. So now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this tunnel, and I will have a think about that, and I will bring you back with a third-person time-lapse where I build this thing. Wish me luck, guys.
Listen. drop.
So there we go, look at that. That's pretty cool, right? I'm really pleased with that. I am so pleased. That's turned out really well. I like the lavas, or the lavas? The larvae? Whatever, no. The lava blocks, they are just cool. Give a bit of light, let you remember that you're still in the nether. Makes it look like you're under the lava when you're not really. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off now and try and catch up with DC, and so I can show him what's going on here, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. It's been a few days since the last cut, and unfortunately I've not been able to get hold of DC. Well, I've spoken to him, but he's busy, I'm busy, trying to get a good time when we can record together has not happened yet with Christmas and New Year and all those sorts of things. But yeah, I thought I'd show you something quite interesting. I've not shown it off yet, and it's actually the portal at the other end of the tunnel that I've been working on, or that I created. I'll just show you. There's the portal. Oh, it always links to the wrong portal on the way back. That's annoying. Okay, so that's the portal I created. I really do need to do a banner. Villager banner design, maybe a trading banner design. Let's see if I can find anything on the internet. But yeah, if I go through here, we'll have a look at the balloon. This thing is awesome. So that's just great from the inside. But if we could go down here, kind of reminds me a bit of the Mumbo Jum balloon, I guess. But this is a bigger version. Look at the view. It's cool. And of course there's water, so we can just go, splash. Sorry. So childish. Love it. Right. So you may have noticed, and I didn't call it out in the episode, but you may have noticed there's lots of half slabbing going on. I believe that one of the other server members has been on helping DC by slabbing everything. And DC looks like he's starting to build his sugarcane farm, and there is now a huge hole in the ground, which I've fallen down a few times. Not ideal. Yeah, so yeah, I've also done a bit of trading with these guys that are down here, and I've killed quite a few of them using the hell option. And I've collected loads of things, and what I have managed to find is something pretty cool. I'll show you. So let's go and have a gander, shall we? I need some food, actually. Desperately need some food, in fact. I've got some gold and carrots. Some gold and some carrots. So I'll make some golden carrots. And then we can crack on. So yeah, so these guys are still breeding up fine. I've changed the floor a little bit. There wasn't really enough storage down there for stuff you're working on. Like if you've gone off and collected an inventory full of iron to trade with the toolsmiths and weaponsmiths, you don't really want to keep it in your inventory. So you want to be able to dump it somewhere. So there's a chest here for that. There's also a chest. The same chest has a bunch of paper in. I went to the sugarcane farm, grabbed an inventory full of sugarcane, made an inventory full of paper and brought that back. We've got some melons, pumpkins, carrots. I'm not sorted about getting any potatoes yet. We'll also get some sugarcane, I guess, coming into here, which will give us one stack of paper. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm wondering whether this should be a trap chest. I'm thinking it probably should, because that way you can grab, say, a stack of carrots, put one back, and not worry about it. Not worry about it filling up already. I've also put these 3 little chests in here, so we've got stuff that you get from villagers that's quite useful, stuff that's just throwaway generally, and yeah, some useful tools I've just put in here. And then this one is just overflow stuff that's been collected. So yeah, so we've got some really good books as well. We've got a Power 5 book of this guy for 36 emeralds. That's awesome. Flame for our bow, and Fire Aspect 2 for our sword for 19 emeralds and 17 emeralds. Feather Falling 4 for our boots, which I've put on my boots. And this guy does a Iron Efficiency 2 and Breaking 2, Silk Touch, Pick and Spade for the prices shown there. This guy does Silk Touch and Protection 4 for armor, which is handy, and Breaking 3, Respiration 3. This one's an Efficiency 2, Fortune 1 Diamond Pick for 12 emeralds. I haven't traded with this guy yet, so I need to figure out what he's got. Infinity, not Infinity, but Infinity, 13 emeralds. Punch 2, 17, blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Some really good enchantments here. Lots. This one's got lots for 13 emeralds. Luck of the Sea. If you're not sure, that's Luck of the Sea. And yeah, Sharpness 5. So let's get some stuff going, and I will trade with this guy, and let's see what he has. The good thing about trading with these guys is that actually, when you trade for those useless trades, like the bookshelves, you can turn those bookshelves into books and use the books to get enchanted books. So that's a good thing as well. Let's see what we got. So he's got Feather Falling 3, 5 glass for 1 emerald. Not bad, I suppose, if you are desperately in need of glass. So I can get rid of some of these bits in here. So that and that can go. Let's see, any other trades you've unlocked for me? I'm Breaking 2 for 23 emeralds. Let's get a clock and see what we get from that. What do you have for us, Mr. Villager? Are you staying or are you going? Breaking 2. Infinity 1, 13. Oh, same as this guy. Bye. Right, guys, it looks like we traded with everyone else, which means I think it's probably time to call this episode done. I need to definitely get hold of DC and see what he wants to do with the good trade villages we've got, because there's a bunch more over there waiting to be pulled in here and traded with. Could get some more emeralds for iron and stuff like that. So yeah, so if you like the episode, please don't forget to click the like button. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, click on subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.